What's happening, guys? Jason here, back with my 1970 Buick GS. But this is my 1970 Buick GS. It is my daily driver. I have it updated with a bunch of features and everything, making it more modern. But I have a problem in here. And basically, these cars came with lap belt seat belts, and they came with these hang-down straps up here. Now, most people do not use this particular strap right here because it's non-retractable and it's annoying. But if you ever looked up old crash test ratings of these cars or any of them like them, this lap belt does not protect you at all in a wreck. You will fly forward and your head will hit the steering wheel or the dash or anything else. Now, classic cars ain't known for being safe, but we can, do some things about this to try to fix it. So I wear this guy anywhere I go. It uses a secondary belt that you go for. Now, I would say the problem here is people in the 70s were shorter than I am. I'm not a really tall guy, I'm 5'10", but I had the seat all the way back on this car, and when that's the case, I have a really hard time reaching my headlights. I can barely reach my radio right here, and I have slack, which is not good because, again, in the event of a crash, you fly forward and this stops you and there's no give, and there's a lot of slack here to gain momentum. It can hurt your chest. But yeah, I can't reach the radio. I really can't reach the windshield wipers. I can't do much of anything. I can't reach my emergency brake at all. I can't get it whatsoever. So this stuff has got to go. Enter in the product I purchased here. Now this is from a company called Moore's Classics. And what they do is they make vehicle-specific retractable seat belts. They bolt into the factory locations, or at least that's what they say they do. They are federally motor vehicle safety standard tested to exceed those standards. They can even be done for Australia. And that's what we're going to be putting on today because this crap got to go. So what we have in the box here are two of these. So we have the retractable seat belt holder itself with the shoulder belt set up there, plainly marked driver's side, and the other one's passenger side. And again, they're supposed to bolt directly into the factory locations. I'm not entirely sure if that's accurate, but that's what we're here to do. We're going to get this stuff installed, read the instructions properly, and get me some dang retractable seat belts so I can reach my radio. Okay, so following the instructions in the Moore's Classic kit over there, we're supposed to move the seat all the way into the forward position. Easy enough to do. And then we got to remove the factory seat belts off from the upper and here. Now, I was looking at this guy, and it looks like we just give him a squeeze, and off it comes. And that leaves me with this bolt right here, which I believe is a 3/4, and that's kind of loose as it is. I'm going to go grab a 3/4 socket and see what's what. Okay, see if my eyeball is correct. Is not. Going to be 13/16. That's okay, it's when we bring extras. Okay. And I hope there's not a captive nut underneath, but we'll find out. Oh wow, that was loose. That was way looser than I was comfortable with. Doesn't appear to be a captive nut. Caution, do not remove. Do what I want. Okay, that guy is out now, and over here is our next contestant. And looks like we just give that a pull. And same story, 3/4 or 13/16. Also looser than I would be comfortable with. That out of the way now. Is that both of them? Maybe. Okay. So, bolt the reel to the floor. Make sure the flat part of the reel is facing toward the seat. Then using a 1/2x13 hex head bolt and a large washer, tightly bolt the bracket to the floor as shown in figure 1. Okay, doesn't look that complicated. Okay, driver's side, flat side in, bolted to the floor. Yeah, looks right. Alright, in your Morris Classic kit over here, they give you a bunch of bolts and whatnots. Okay, so it says to use this guy right here, which looks like grade 8 hardware, with a washer. And yes, I'm a Texan, we add an R to our, it's not a washer, it's a washer. There. And my carpet's in the way because it's always in the way when you're doing bolting anything to the floor. Alright, I'm gonna go get a wrench because you can't use a ratchet on this guy. Going. It is a 3/4, just like they said. If I get it low enough, I can get the ratcheting function on it. Which would make my life a whole lot easier. Nope. Easy life is not on the cards today. Not on the table, not in the cards. Really gotta make sure it's on there. Okay. Alright, what do we got next? Make sure the seat belt's coming out of the reel in the center slot to get the correct angle. Once the reel's been bolted in the floor, you can rotate the reel by hand so the seat belt is not rubbing against the edge of the slot. So insert the top metal bracket through the hole of a black plastic cover included in your kit according to figure 2A and line up the bolt holes with the bracket on the ceiling. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is pretty basic stuff. So here's our plastic bracketry system, and it should just pop open like so. Okay, like so. Okay, so we've hopped in the back seat of the car and we have our thing that's bolted onto the ceiling here. It uses a 1/2 inch. Lighting kind of sucks in here, so I'm having to use the phone for light, but 2 1/2 inch bolts. Incredibly loose again. Do not like how loose all of the bolts are. Kind of really hard to see with the lighting, but nothing really exciting happening, just unscrewing these guys. Alrighty, so we've inserted it through the black plastic cover included in the kit. Okay, so make sure my seat belt is not tangled. And basically, this is going to be tricky to film. Okay, so let's get our 5/16 boltaroos out of here. Hang on a second. I can't see nothing. Okay, so got it kind of up there, and see the flapper flaps down closed down toward this way, and then the bolt goes through the back side of the plastic over here and then bolts to the ceiling, and it uses a it's basically an Allen wrench or a Torx. I happen to have a Torx set up, but anyway, it's an Allen or a Torx wrench, and then we're gonna tighten that stuff down. Again, can't see nothing. We're gonna tighten that stuff down, and we're gonna flap that closed, and the belt system should be in. So yeah, be right back. Okay, so I switched over to the 1/4 inch or 3/16 inch Allen bolt or Allen socket to get that up in there, and it's bolted into place now, and we just snap that guy down into place like so, and now it's bolted into the ceiling, not going anywhere. So next, I'm pretty sure process of elimination means we're going to be coming down here to this bolt, and yeah, we're going to put that guy on, and the seat belt will be done on the driver's side. Now, from what I can see on this guy, It makes it a little harder to get in and out of the back seat, but these cars are really tight back here anyway, so I don't know how many times you're gonna have somebody in the back, but it just makes it a little bit harder. So take our bolt-on washer here, we're gonna put that guy there like so, and then it is going to bolt on down here. Now this center console I added here is not factory to the car. You might have a factory console, might have something like me, might have nothing at all, but it's going to make it a little bit trickier for me, but I think I can wedge it in there without too much issue. It's just going to be really hard to show you because I kind of have to be back here, so I'm just going to go ahead and get it started, and yeah. Okie dokie, bolted in. Now, definitely made more difficult by my center console add-on, which, I mean, you can see kind of doesn't fit the way it should, but it fits good enough, and it gives me cup holders and an actual usable console, which is so nice to have. But anyway, that guy is now bolted in. It uses a 5/16 Allen head bolt. Easy peasy, just put it on, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and slide the seat back and see how this works. Okay, so this is what the finished product looks like. Guys, bolted into the ceiling right here, comes down, comes over. Here's where our press comes out. We can hop in now and just grab our seat belt and click it into place like a normal vehicle. You can see where it rests on me. It's just about perfect. It comes across my shoulder, whatnot, and I can reach forward. I can reach forward to reach my radio, my brake assist, and if we come up and give it a good yank, it locks just like it's supposed to. So yeah, this is a huge quality of life upgrade for this car. Makes it so much better to drive. Oh yeah, this brings the car up into the more modern era, and yeah, it makes for a really nice setup. So I can reach everything now, and I feel like I'm a little bit safer than I was with the other one in. So maybe true, may not, I don't know, but it gives me comfort in case I get run over in this thing, or I run over somebody. But yeah, that's pretty much how we do it. We're going to do the exact same thing passenger side. It's literally repeating the process. This job should take somebody with standard hand tools maybe 30 minutes to an hour. It's not superly complicated or super difficult. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you enjoy these videos and you want to see more.